Hey guys, it's Eli here, the host and creator of Sydney Survivor. I am just giving a massive shout out to the cast, the crew, the sponsors, and you guys at home for watching Sydney Survivor Season 1. Really appreciate it. It's been awesome. I never thought that it would get the traction that it has gotten. I mean, I thought maybe the first episode would get 500 views solely because Christy Bennett, and that would be about it, and it would decline from there. But just seeing how many people are tuning in each week is awesome. Seeing how many people commenting on the Facebook and few on the YouTube, and then just so many people messaging me just saying that they're loving the cast. So truly appreciate it. Truly appreciate everyone involved in this season. I truly hope that you find this final episode rewarding, and I hope that it's a great and awesome end to what has been like quite an incredible season. We did this on minimum budget, minimal time. Obviously, there were mistakes that have been made production-wise. I mean, Luke didn't complete the puzzle properly in the merge episode, right? Look, there's these things, and we hope to clean it up. And that's why I'm excited to say that if you didn't know already, we are hosting another season 2, which will be filmed in October. Casting is open. We've had lots of great applicants so far. We'll be keeping that open for a few weeks. So if you think you have what it takes, make sure to apply, because you never know. I mean, sure, we have interviewed quite a few people now, but we are looking for individual and unique personalities. So you just never know. So just do it. Even if you have the slightest of hesitation, just do it. So make sure to apply. But yeah, I truly hope that you guys enjoy this final episode. Make sure to tune in until the very last second, because there's a little bit of a teaser of Season 2. So really hope that you guys enjoy this.
That's where I'm at. You know what I mean? To get through in the game. Yeah, no, I get it. I haven't played the big game. You know, I've had alliances. You know, I haven't made big moves. I've just got through the game with the alliances that I've made. Pretty much. And just happened to find a few things. Yeah. Some good things. Yeah. It's really helpful. Yeah, okay. I can't make the call. We'll take the light and I'll film. There you go. It's definitely not.
So I can't believe I found that idol. I don't know. I was just sitting there at Tribal Council and I was thinking, I've got to look on the table.
Okay, so we are at final 5, and you're going to be having your immunity challenge right here. You will have time before tribal.
Great.
But the jury will be sitting in on this challenge. Alright? This challenge is pretty easy, similar to the Have You Been Paying Attention challenge. There's a whiteboard behind you. I suggest you grab that now. Who knows a bit about Survivor? We are doing, again, first to three, Survivor trivia. These are all answers, they're not multiple choice, short answers. First to three, based on the US seasons and the American seasons.
They're the same thing. Australia. US
Let me repeat that. Questions based on the US seasons and the Australian seasons.
I haven't watched one Australian season. Not one.
Chris, help me out.
I didn't know you.
First question, I'll give you about 10 seconds, but if it's longer answer, then I'll give you a bit more. Who was the first person to win a US Survivor season unanimously?
Oh shit. Oh, who was it? Oh my god, what's his name?
I'll give you 10 seconds from now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reveal.
It's not him.
I said Greg. I don't know who's Greg.
Greg.
I don't know.
It's not him.
Richard Hatch, JT, question mark, Ethan, Greg.
I don't know. I
Richard.
I can't.
None of you are correct. The correct answer is Earl Cole. Next question. This one will be closest to. Hopefully, maybe one of you get it right. How many contestants have played Australian Survivor multiple times?
Oh, how many? I don't know.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reveal. Correct answer is 28.
Yeah! Let's go! Good on Complete guess.
Holy shit.
Next question.
That was crazy.
I will also take the closest for this one. What is the record for the number of seasons between appearances on US Survivor?
As in like longest time apart?
Seasons, yes. Time apart.
Oh, I think I know this.
Can you say it again?
So what is the record for the number of seasons between their first season and their second season? Or other season, if that makes sense. Longest gap between two seasons. Ten, 9, 8, 7,
Longest. Who did the longest?
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reveal.
I think I got it wrong actually now.
I'm going to take the closest. The correct answer is 32. Luke with 33 gets the point.
Oh, nice.
It's too far apart.
I was sort of close.
I think it's, is it Ethan?
I didn't even know he played.
Because All Stars. Alright, so we've got Luke on 1 and Ethan on 1.
First 3, yeah?
Next question. Who hosted the Australian version of Celebrity Survivor, Vanuatu, in 2006?
His name.
I haven't even seen the season. How could you?
This is a celebrity.
Do we count this as a season?
No.
It was a season. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reveal.
Do you play or host?
Okay, so it was Dicko. I'll take Dicko, Ian Dickinson. Yep. So Michelle gets a point, Luke gets a point, and Sam gets a point.
Exactly. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah. So Michelle's on 1, Luke's on 2,
That season doesn't count.
Alright.
Sam's on 1, and Ethan is on 1. Yes. So if Luke gets this, he wins immunity. Next question. Who has voided the most votes by a single idol play in US Survivor? I.e., their idol has cancelled out the most number of votes in a single play. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Review. Well, so we've got Parvati, we've got Kelly Wentworth, we've got Wentworth again, we've got Russell, and we've got Russell. The correct answer is Kelly Wentworth. Oh. And I believe that is 3 for Luke. Luke, congratulations, you've won individual immunity. How many is that?
I'm not sure.
Come grab the necklace.
Oh, wow. That's the winning.
That was it.
Oh.
Well, Luke. Oh, Matt, yeah, it's too tall. Yeah, do it spicy. Alrighty, guys.
Good job.
Luke, congratulations. You now have a 1 in 4 chance of winning this game. Alrighty. Everyone else, head back to camp. You have some time to strategize.
Well, I'm pretty happy I won that one. I thought my survivor knowledge was alright, but I didn't know it was that good. I'm fairly certain it'll be Ethan this time, and I'll stick with Sam and Jazz and Michelle. Ethan's going to throw everything at us, like to try. He's going to try and break up myself and Sam. I just need to let Sam know that I'm with him, and I would very much so take him to the end, because he's put so much trust in me throughout this game, and I've put so much trust in him throughout this game that I would love to see him win. But yeah, Ethan's going to try and shake things up for sure. It's just a matter of keeping Sam safe, and as much as I love Ethan, and Ethan's played one hell of a game, I think 5th is still really good, and I'm just hoping that I get to continue on a little bit more.
Because of Peter's good final. He's had good game plan, and even though a lot of people haven't liked how he's played, I think they'll take that on board and think, well, that's good strategic play anyway.
He's so persuasive. Yeah. He's even talking in my ear the whole time.
I know, he's very persuasive to me too.
And I'm like, oh, but I'm like, no. What are you doing?
Exactly. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
I was really nervous that Ethan was going to win when he got that point to begin with, because I needed Ethan to go. That's pretty much as simple as it is. And yeah, it's tricky because he's fought really hard, and that might push people the wrong way, but they also might look at that as a really good thing. So at the end, that's really hard to sit next to. And I just don't know what he'll come out with. He's very persuasive, he's a very good talker. I think everyone else will vote for Ethan. So I'm hoping.
I know. I'm fine with Ethan. Yeah.
I don't think that there's so many reds on him.
Yeah, I think we need to get rid of him because he's red.
Yeah.
We're just silly if we don't.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
So I definitely didn't think I'd get to the final 5, even though, yeah, I said I want to win this shit, blah, blah, blah. You know, that's all good, but when it comes down to the day, like, you've got to perform. Everything's really up in the air. Honestly, I think I'm probably next because I'm probably the biggest threat. However, I haven't won a fucking individual immunity challenge, so, and I've played like a bit of a goof in the merge, so I've stuck to my alliances, and that's what's got me here.
It's cracking.
And me just
Stress and ready to stress.
what do you call it? Fucking trying to figure out what I can do. Like, yeah. I think I'm next. It's just as simple as that. And then it's you two guys.
So no doubt with
and it's
you,
two girls.
it's between you, me and Michelle. With Michelle, the same thing. So
well, if it's me next, it's the 2 boys and the 2 girls.
Yeah.
They won't change.
I'll have a chat to Sam.
I know
He's that as well.
The thing is, if you want to make a move, people will view you as missing part of the game because you did. So if you actually want to win, you have to make a move to get to the final and win. Like, yeah, at this stage, you could get to the final if it's a final 3, it's a final 2, if you're not. But you have to do something to be like, hey, I made this move.
I would think I'll have a text Sam as well. Where you took her?
I'm probably going to vote Sam. I think that's my only play. If someone brings me a better offer, obviously I'm going to take it. But I think I have to.
Does anyone know where their head's at?
Not really. What was interrupting?
I can't see who's coming.
Who's here? So I was saying to Jazz, I said to Jazz, if you want to win, you have to make a big move now. Like, you're not going to win.
What'd she say?
She's like, it's like she was thinking about it, like more so than beforehand.
To what?
To voting something you.
Me?
Yeah, she said you.
Okay.
I said, who would you want to vote? She said, you.
Yeah, right. Okay. Oh man. Okay.
Well, everyone is
So we're doing Jazz now. Is that what we're
I
doing?
need to feel confident. Because if they're saying they're voting you, I'll probably vote you. If they're, you know what I mean?
Did anyone else back that up though? Or was that just her talking?
No, Luke, you know, he's like, yeah, you've been playing hard, but I said, like, she needs to make a move.
Yeah. Okay. If you want to
make a play, you have to.
If Jazz is taking
We're down to 5. We're down to 5.
Yeah.
I'm happy to go to the end with you.
Yeah.
If you are happy to go to the end with me.
Okay.
You probably want Jazz or, what's his name? Michelle.
Yeah.
You probably want Jazz and Michelle more than me. Yeah. If I get voted out next, it'll be the 2 boys and the 2 girls.
Yeah, I know. It's tricky. Okay.
And then,
Are you going Jazz then? Are you like saying that? Is that what we're doing? Because I need
You're going to vote Jazz with Luke? If you can get...
that's what I need to talk to him about.
Okay, well, you need to do that.
I know.
And then you need to get back
I don't know
Then you need to get back to me.
Good on Luke for winning, that's awesome. Doesn't really affect my plans too much, but seeing as I got 2 votes in the last one, which I'm assuming was Matt and Ethan, means that my name is being thrown out there despite not hearing it, which is very clever. So I'll have a chat and see what I can work, and hopefully I can work it in my favour.
Can I just say to you that he was like, oh, like Jazz said your name? 100%. Yeah, so that's what I thought. No, I'm just saying, but I was like, because he just said it before. I said, I don't really feel comfortable with that. Yeah. He's trying to. Yeah. Because he said the same thing. Like he said, you know, he just said that he wants to go on you. Yeah, I know. Yeah. And I've got that. I've got back up from him. So yeah, okay. Because Luke was with us when he said it to me. So that's good. Actually, he said to me the whole time I was with him. And he said, actually, just come. Yeah. I got it. Yeah. I haven't had a chance to speak to Luke. I need to talk to Luke about that. Okay, good. It's not Jazz. He's just going hardcore and throwing everyone's name out there.
Done like a done like a dinner, mate.
Okay, mate.
The last time you can use an idol is final 5. It's going to be final 5. I'm just going to use it anyway. I don't think I need it, but I'm going to use it because why not?
I think Luke might chuck me a bone. Jazz won't, and I think Michelle will as well. I've kind of put seeds in their heads a little bit. So hopefully those are the 2 people I really need on my side. Which is obviously not great for me. He needs to make a move. Chance needs to make a move.
Jury, come on in!
Really?
Amanda, Lizzie, Marlene, Leah, Danny, Christy, Joseph, Shane, And Matt voted out at the last Tribal Council. Okay. Luke, with 5 to go. Luke, with 5 to go, you must be pretty happy to have immunity around here.
Yeah, it's a very good time to get it. And yeah, excited to have it. So I don't have to sweat as much.
Ethan, you still nervous, mate?
I'm always nervous. I mean, now I'm really nervous. To be honest, I think I'll be going home. And for that reason, like, if Luke has a really good chance of winning to the end, and he definitely can do that. So, you know, he's definitely the biggest threat, but he's got that necklace around his neck. And to be honest, I've been very transparent with all 3 of these people. I think they need to make a move to win. I think that if they just vote me out, you know, no one kind of jumps ship, no one goes against their word, it's not going to give them much weight in the end of you know, Tribal Council in the final 2 or final 3. And I think that I can help them at least through one more vote. And as everyone knows, I haven't won an individual immunity. I won the one when it was tribes, and sure, that's great, but I'm shit at fucking puzzles. I played like a I don't even know what it was called, and it's used the wrong thing. Like, I'm all over the shop. Like, when I'm the jury and I look at me, I think stress all over the shop, made some good plays, done some very stupid things. But when it comes down to it, I do think these 3 players have to do something to actually get them some credit in the game.
Sam, is there any value to that comment?
Oh, I mean, he's like fighting for his life in the game. Like, it's valid. I don't know if it's completely true, but I honestly feel like he'd be silly not to be saying those things right about now. And yeah, I mean, I think he's played an awesome game. He's here, so I mean, that's pretty big. Yeah.
And Michelle, Ethan is the only person here that hasn't won an individual immunity. Is that a fair point too?
I never knew that.
Yeah, I'm shit at challenges. I won 1 challenge.
Yeah, you know what? That's something that always comes up with the jury, and you know, giving their vote to people who are well-rounded, I suppose, in all the different aspects of the game. I suppose, yeah.
Jazz, have you heard a few names for this tribe cycle as well?
Everyone's name.
What? Even Luke's, and he's got it around his neck. He's just like, sweet, I'm fine. So it doesn't matter. But yes, all of us are in danger tonight.
And Sam, last time you played Idol, do you think one will come out at all?
Oh, goodness me. Who knows? Yeah, I'm just glad Shane's not sitting here. He always seems to pull one from somewhere. But yeah, we'll see. I know that might change up the game.
All right, any more comments before we go?
Yeah, definitely. So if I'm one of these 2 ladies here, I'm definitely trying to put me on their side. I think Sam and Luke have played a really good game. They've essentially secured their spot to the final 2, final 3 from almost the start of the merge, which is very impressive, with Luke winning a lot of challenges. As we've discussed, I've been on the radar, but I haven't actually really done that much other than stick with a few people I was aligned with and hope people save me. So, you know, if I'm Jazz or Michelle, you need to make a move, and we're at final 5. There's not many more opportunities you're going to get. So if I'm the girls, and, you know, you probably want to vote out Sam, to be honest. But, you know, if I'm the boys, probably want to vote out me.
Michelle, is it time to make a move, or do you think that the end is just too close and you've just got to think?
You can always make a move, but is it going to be in the interest of your game? Sometimes the jury don't want to see a move that is irrelevant. If it's actually going to do something, then okay, but don't make a move for the sake of making a move.
All right, any more comments, or are we good to vote? All right, let's vote. Ethan, you're up.
play with.
Which is very frustrating.
I tried. I did everything that I could.
It's been a long day and a long night, and I hope this is the vote that actually does count for you to go home. Fingers crossed again.
If you can talk like that at final tribal, that is dangerous.
I'll go tally the votes. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol, this is the last time to play it.
You got one for me, or?
Have a little something for
Oh.
me.
This is, in fact, a hidden immunity idol.
Nice.
You're playing for yourself? Yeah. Alright, all votes for Michelle will not count. I'll read the votes. First vote, Sam. One vote, Sam. Second vote, Ethan. That's one vote, Sam. One vote, Ethan. Third vote, Ethan. That's two votes, Ethan. One vote, Sam. Fourth vote, Ethan. And next person voted out as Sydney Survivor.
Sorry, I couldn't read all of the people.
Ethan, come bring me a sword.
You bet. Oh, I need my torch, eh?
Well, Ethan, it's finally time.
It's finally time.
Ethan,
It's been fun.
tribe has spoken.
I actually wanted to be sitting there, and I got the second seat, and I'm like, Jesus, he's going to get it. And then I found it.
Oh my god.
That's cool.
Oh my god, that was so lucky.
Yeah.
Alright, congratulations. Congratulations for making it this far in the game. Right now you'll be heading to the final immunity challenge.
Yeah. Final three.
It is a final three. One of you will be guaranteed a spot in the final three, and the rest of you will vote. So we're heading straight there now.
Alright, so I've just been voted out.
Try this again. I can't make a move for the sake of making a move, and I don't think I can win against you at tribal. Sorry.
4-0 to me, and fair play, like, gives me a bit of credit. You know, I did play a decent game, I think. Obviously made a few mistakes. Made some mistakes, made some friends, made some good plays, but at the end of the day, it comes down to the final five and who you have and who wants to work with you, and unfortunately no one wants to work with me, so.
Stuck in river.
So I'm going to vote Ethan. I want to stay loyal to my alliance, and seeing the way that he was talking just then and the way that he's talked to me a few times in the past 10-15 minutes, the way he speaks is smooth, silky smooth, and even if I sat next to him at the end, I feel like I'd have a good case, but I feel like he'd be a great talker, and this way I get to stay loyal to my folks that I've been loyal to for a long time, and hope that they, I guess, repay the favour even though it's just down to the 4 of us.
Myself this time.
Is it? This is not a hidden immunity idol, this is the idol nullifier.
I thought I had immunity idol.
Yeah. Fair play, fifth place. I can't be disappointed with that at all.
Alright, Luke, I'll grab back the necklace.
Thank you.
No problem. Individual immunity is up for the final time. You have eggs, right? And you have a pattern. Sorry, a cup holder basically. You're gonna hold it like that. I am going to have a combination of eggs, different colors, and
That's a memory one.
yes, it's a memory one. Now, we're going to start with a combination of 5. It will go up. It is essentially who last person standing for the memory challenge. All right, for final immunity, survivors ready?
Ready. Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Orange, green, blue, orange, silver. Everyone is correct. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Red, orange, green, orange, blue. Everyone is correct. Yeah, 6 for this one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pink, silver, orange, orange, green, pink. Sam is out. Sorry, Sam. 6 again. 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Silver, pink, orange, red, silver, green. Silver, pink, orange, red, silver, green. Jazz is out. Down to Michelle and Luke. 3, 2, 1. Correct. The correct answer is silver, blue, pink, red, silver, green. Michelle, congratulations. You won the immunity. Michelle,
this is unusual.
Congratulations! You have officially made final tribal council.
Insane. Insane. Yeah, it is.
I'll take a seat. Alrighty. 4 will become 3 to present to the jury. We'll give you some time to chat about the vote, and then we will have our final tribal council before the end. Congrats, Michelle.
Well done, Michelle.
Well done. I can't believe I won final immunity. Like, I thought I was going to be out first. I thought people would know who I was and vote and get me out first. And then if I made merge, I'd be out after merge. And I can't believe this. You know, I played orgs in the past and I never win immunities. I never win anything. And it's so hard to get to the end, and I just can't believe it. Yes.
Because out of me and Sam, we've probably won the least things, whereas he's won how many immunities?
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah.
So I just think that's a safer option for us to get further, like to possibly win. Because
at the end, I've been with the original Blues. I'd love to take them to the end. I'd love them to go to the end. But is it the best thing for me? I don't know. We've all played pretty good games, very similar games. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to go and chat and see what Sam thinks, maybe, because he's my closest one right now. I think he's won more immunities.
I know.
He's better for you two than my chance.
Yeah, for all of us. So.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to go talk to him today.
No. It's not good.
Well, strategically, I know that's the right thing to do.
Yeah. And that's the thing, when you get to this game, when you get to this part of the game, you're always like, what are you doing? Why are you keeping them? And you know what's...
I know, yeah.
The whole time.
I'm just so proud of you.
Oh, thanks.
I'm getting it done.
I can't believe it.
I'm freaking stoked,
Man, I got to this stage after being kicked out. So
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. Okay, so now we're down to the final 4. It's going to be interesting because I'm the only Boolavara left, only red. Everyone else is blue through and through, so I'm hoping that Sam's word is true, but that would not work well for Luke because they're the two I've been playing with, so it's all really going to come down to how Michelle votes, unless they completely turn on me and do a flip, which is completely understandable and fine.
You're like my favorite.
I'll let you know, and it might be me going out, but I'm not going to write your name down. I know you and Jazz are close.
Yeah.
And if you write my name down, I completely understand. But I'm not going to write your name down.
I don't know why I'm actually like a bit emotional about it. It's so weird. I'm like, what is this?
I know.
Dude. Yeah.
I think it would be cool for the two of us to sit up there, because you put your trust in me for a bit, I put my trust in you for a bit, and we'd have like, I think it would just be fun.
I know.
But if that's something that you don't want to do, I completely understand. And I have had a very fun time, and I would love to see you there, even if I'm not there as well. So I'll just let you know, I am voting Jazz, and I'll tell the same story to the two girls. I guess there's not much room to hide here, especially when there's 4. But I just wanted to be upfront and honest.
Oh my gosh, I appreciate that.
I've had a fun day. It's been a great day. We'll go talk. We'll just get it. We'll just get it.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
There's not much room to hide. I'm not going to write his name down. I'm going to write your name down.
Yep.
But I know that I'm probably going to cop the most votes.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. Yeah, I know. Yeah,
there's no hard feelings. It's how it is.
That's exactly right, and I'm happy. I'm happy with how the day is going.
Definitely. It's
Michelle,
been awesome.
I was just saying. I told Sam I'm not going to write his name down. I'm going to vote Jazz. And I told Sam for him to do whatever he wants to do, for you two to do whatever you two feel like you need to do. But that's when my vote's going in. And I understand there might be some votes coming my way as well, but it's all, everything's good. It's all in good fun.
It'd probably be better for me to take Jazz, because she's gone out and come back in, and sometimes the jury don't like that. Yeah, I mean, there's certain people that I wouldn't have voted for and I wouldn't have put their names down for, and I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, but
yeah,
whatever happens, and
it's been a good day.
Yeah, it has been a good day.
Here's hoping it goes my way. Fingers crossed.
Come on in. Jury, come on in. John Chan, Amanda, TK, Lizzie, Marlene, Leah, Danny, Christy, Joseph, Jane, Matt, and Ethan voted out at the last final council.
Oh, that's spicy. Who's down, guys? I got a fat ass.
Alrighty. So Michelle, you've won immunity straight into the final 3. How does that feel?
Amazing, because you know it's the best spot to be in. Yeah.
Does the decision lay in your hands?
No.
No.
No, not at all.
So Jazz, what are you basing your final vote off here?
Just the relationships I've built in the last few hours. Luke and I have had a good relationship, but he's probably, in my eyes, the biggest threat here because he's had that delightful necklace around his neck and he's very good with his social skills as well. Amazing. So, which is why he got this far, and he's made good bonds with people, and that he knows. I've told him straight up, I've been probably a bit over the top honest in the game today, but I've told him where mine's going as he's told me where his is going.
Luke, do you want to counteract that?
Yeah, I just was honest with the 3 of them, saying that I didn't want to vote for Sam. I would love to sit at the end with Sam, because I think we've been together since the start, and it would be cool to sit next to him and we'd both be able to pitch the fact that he put his trust in me and I put my trust in him at different points. And so I basically said, I can't vote for Michelle, I won't vote for Sam, I'll vote for Jazz. And I told the 3 of them that they can do what they want to do. I know there may be votes coming my way, but I'm not going to be upset with 4th. I've still had a lot of fun, as I'm sure everyone else here has.
Sam, you look a bit emotional. Is this a hard one for you?
It's actually so crazy. Like, what? This has just been a day. What is going on? But yeah, no, it's like really tricky. Yeah, it's like, yeah, we've been close all day, and yeah, it's just like a weird moment where like your heart and your head sort of collide.
Do you know what you're going to go with?
Yep, I do.
Yep, you set on that?
Yeah,
yep.
I am.
All right. Luke,
yeah.
Jazz, I want to give up. You guys seem to be battling it off against Sam's vote. Do you want to maybe give him a pitch?
Oh, I don't know. I feel like I gave my pitch before when we were having a bit of a chat, but whatever he decides to do, whatever Michelle and whatever the 2 girls want to do, I'm completely fine with whatever happens. And if I'm sitting over there, I'll be cheering all 3 of them on. So whether it's
I feel like
Jazz,
it's a male and female
myself,
version of each other here, because I would have said the exact same words.
Yeah.
So you said on Luke, Jazz?
Yeah, I am.
And
it's weird because
it's cool.
I didn't actually speak to Sam till over halfway through the day. We were our first words to each other. So, but yeah, we've just got along well and communicated well. But as with Luke was the first person I spoke to today. We got here a bit earlier than everyone else, who was a bit later, and had a little bit of a chat and got along well. But we weren't in the same tribe, so that's my downfall in this situation. Is I'm the only red and they're all blues. So.
Well, Michelle, you're the other vote, of course. And you got the immunity around your neck. What are you going to be basing this off?
Who I can possibly win against at final tribal. It's just bare bones of it, yeah.
All right, on that note, let's vote. Michelle, you're up.
vote for Jazz. This probably isn't my smartest play. The smartest play is probably going for Sam, but I'm pretty happy with 4th. It's been a good day. I've had fun.
It's me or you this time, Luke, so he's hoping it's you, not me. Fingers crossed for the last time.
Alrighty, I shall tally the votes. Alright, we've got 4 votes in the urn. In the case of a tie, of course, we'll go to a fire making challenge. Obviously we're not making fire. Alrighty, I'll read the votes. First vote, Luke. Second vote, Jazz. It's 1 vote Luke, 1 vote Jazz. Third vote, Luke. That's 2 votes Luke, 1 vote Jazz, 1 vote left. The last member of our jury and next vote out of Sydney Survivor. Alright, Luke, the tribe's spoken.
Awesome.
Just come out this way.
Congratulations for making it to the end of the game. We'll take you back to camp, you'll film your final confessionals, give you a small period of time to prepare what you're going to say. You'll get a 3-minute speech, we will time you, we'll cut you off at 3 minutes. If you go under, that's also fine. And then our jury, you'll get to ask 1 question each to any specific player. You can't ask it to all 3, okay? 1 specific, so maybe chat amongst yourselves.
Well, they got me. I'm out, finished 4th in the very first season of Sydney Survivor, and this day has been just absolutely wonderful. I mean, being able to compete in all these challenges, being able to last as long as I could. I mean, my original goal coming into this was just to make the merge, and each vote that I was able to survive beyond that was just almost like that cherry on top, vote after vote after vote. I mean, for myself, winning isn't everything, and I'm just so proud of what I've been able to accomplish today, and I'm just so happy that I'm able to watch and support these 3 lovely individuals in Sam, Michelle and Jazz, and be able to cast my vote for one of them.
I'm so sorry. I just don't think all 4 of us, I don't think we can win against you because you're just a really wonderful person and you've won lots of immunities as well. So yeah, I just have to get you out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, just being able to be out here and to be able to share this niche passion of mine with all these like-minded individuals that also have this this really keen interest in the game of Survivor that not everyone in every day-to-day society has or understands, but very proud of myself and really looking forward to seeing who comes out on top.
Definitely the hardest vote today. It's so weird. I get emotional about these things. What's the deal? But yeah, I just had to distinguish my game. I think our games have been too intertwined, but yeah, you're a legend and I've enjoyed this so much.
This is super surreal.
him. From getting voted out a few hours ago to now being in the final 3.
Jazz with an amazing comeback.
It is going to be tough. They're going to have better stories, they're going to have better connections because they are blue strong, and they made it very clear when we first came over that they're blue through and through. It is very fast paced in comparison to normal, what I say. I managed to get through, so hopefully I can slip through the cracks and actually get some votes tonight. Either way, we all played good, so fun day.
I cannot believe I'm about to go into final tribal council. Like, I honestly cannot believe I've made it here. Oh man, that last vote was the hardest thing to do. But I knew sitting next to Luke, he is such a good player and he's likeable, and like our games are too similar. He's obviously got more challenge wins than me, so he's got that up on me. I just knew I couldn't do it, and it was hard to do, but I needed to prove to the players on the jury that I'm here and I want to win, and I think I'm in with a good shot sitting next to Michelle and Jazz. And I know Michelle and I have similar stories. We've been with each other from the start, but I know I've got a vote that she didn't vote correctly on that I did. I also know with Jazz, she got voted out previously, and I'm hoping that that counts for something in my story. And I know she's only here because we created something together. I need an alliance member. She's like the missing piece of the puzzle for my story, and to make it here, I don't know, I just hope it all comes out correctly. We don't have much time before final tribal starts, so I'm just hoping that I can articulate it and let people know that I deserve to win this thing. I'm just stoked to be here, to be able to even try to prove it. I can't control the result, I can't control the votes, but I can try and prove it to them now, and that's what I'm going to do.
Final 3. Totally unbelievable. When I came into this game, I thought I would be gone first vote. I thought people would know who I am and I'd be gone, and that was it. I'm just amazed. I made final 3. We won! I think I've got a good chance. Sam and my games are very, very similar. We voted, I think, once differently. So, you know, I think I've got a good chance against Sam. Jazz, a lot of people don't like people who come back into the game, so they haven't played the whole game. So I think I have a good chance against Jazz. But it's the questions I'll get, so let's see what happens.
Ask, and then people who don't know can just pick another person, so it's all even.
Yeah.
Who wants to ask Sam a question?
I got questions for Sam.
Sam?
Yeah, I kind of do as well. But so if we have a Sam group and then we have a...
I kind of want to see who everyone else has a
me too.
question
Yeah.
for.
Yeah, I'm going to ask Jazz.
Ask Jazz. Oh, that's
Yeah.
At this stage, I really don't know who I'm going to vote for. Because I don't know most of their games apart from Jazz's. However, the only thing I know that Jazz has done well is obviously she managed to do what us and AOE couldn't do. That's the only thing. I'm not sure what she did when she got there. Sam, I really don't know anything about, so I might have to ask Sam questions. But Michelle, I think I need to know more, but I do feel a vibe that she's probably played a better game than those 3. But I'll figure it out. I'll have to think about it.
Yeah. I want to know about.
So does anyone know anything about Michelle? Like, she seemed like a quiet girl that managed to step up a little bit and then.
Stage, I think Jazz got my vote just because she fought back and got in with the other side and obviously made a lot of good connections.
Fourth place bronze.
Fallen Goddess. I'm stoked. Like, I'm on the jury. I've watched this day from the start. I've got to play some of it and really got to get to watch this game unfold and really turn over and see all the twists and turns and how these players have done. And the fact that I get to vote for 3 people who played, I think 2 people, I think Michelle and Sam have played a very, very similar game. So I'm very keen to see how that's differentiated. And then really keen to see how like Jazz advocates for a game and what type of agency she had, especially after being voted out. So I'm open. I'm like a book. I could vote either, like 1 of 3 ways. I'm hoping to give Sam a good question and see how he responds to that. But we'll see how we go.
Come on in. And we'll now bring in our jury. Where's the light? John, Amanda, TK, Lizzie, Leah, Merlene, Danny, Christy, Joseph, Shane, Matt, Ethan, and Luke voted out at the last tribal council. Alright, well, you've made it as far as you can in this game. Now it's up to you to convince these guys why they should vote for you for the first ever Soul Sydney Survivor. You'll have 3 minutes to pitch. After that 3 minutes, the jury will ask 1 question each to one of you. After that, they'll cast their votes. Are we ready to get to it? Alright, anyone want to go first? Yeah, I can go. Sam? Alright. Sam, take it away.
Awesome. Hey everyone. It's so crazy to be here. Yeah, so stoked. Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to be here and to pitch our case. I think I just want to give a summary because I'm looking forward to some questions. I'm here without any advantages or idols. I intentionally didn't go looking for them. I knew where a lot of those things were though, through the relationships that I built. And I knew that early on in the game, if I focused on that, things would flow. It was crazy at the breakfast. I feel those relationships really, like those conversations really did carry through. And actually some big results came. I know that I'm sitting here not with Luke, and I know probably a lot of you thought that that would be the case, and so did I until 2 votes ago, where I realised that our whole game is just intertwined. And I knew that it had to be a point where I'd have to just define it for myself and do the toughest thing that you could do, which is voting out like your number 1. So I hope you can respect that. I know that that's a big move. There's a few moves that I really did struggle with, particularly Joseph. Actually, that really did trigger. This is your moment. From that point, I really felt like that was a really hard thing to do, because I actually did really feel good about our new Katoomba relationship that had been formed, that had stayed strong. It was crazy because Michelle and I have also gone from the start together, and I think we've been involved so much. But I do think our games are very different in how we played them. Jazz, on the other hand, we met at the merge, and it's so crazy how we clicked really quickly. And I knew as soon as I met Jazz that she was actually the missing piece for my game. That she was actually the one that we actually did have genuine trust. It wasn't made up. But I knew that the information that she was getting and the information I had, you can see it with who's sitting there on the jury, that had bounced. Because we had an understanding of how we were going to make our way to the end. I hope you can see that, yeah, people were comfortable with me to share their information, to share the details of how to vote. They were asking me what to do. I know there was moments where I was paranoid, and Danny really did calm me down, particularly early on. And so I know there's parts to my game that don't make sense maybe, or you might struggle to understand it, but I'm keen to hear your questions on it. So.
All right, thank you, Sam. Next up.
You want to go? You want to go?
Yeah, go.
It's hard. I'm not really good at speeches. I'm good at answering questions, but not so much the speeches. My game is split into two because I started in Bullabara. I'm red, they're blue. So to start with, I actually had quite a strong four with Matt, Ethan and Merlin, and that was actually organised very early on. Soon after one of the votes, Merlin and I had a little conversation and were planning a really good move, and then we both got voted out. So Merlin being my number one, we were both leaving, and that was our game. Like, that was done, but we still had that one chance, which I was lucky enough to, we'll just call it talent, super talent, of bouncing the ball on the thing. When we'd met, had one conversation with Sam for probably 2 minutes when we did the weights above our head, and that was, to me, I was just like, okay, I think I can trust this guy. And when I came over in the merge, I could see that he was very strong with his tribe and up high in his tribe. So I connected myself to him and to Luke to make sure I stayed in with the people that knew what was going on with the majority. I was still with Matt and Ethan and getting the information from them, and the only way I could move my game forward was to actually put myself first and say, that's not going to work. I need to go with what's going to get me further, which was with the Katoomba group. So, yeah, again, I look forward to the questions as well. Hopefully I can do better at questions than I do at speeches.
Thank you, Jazz. And last but not least, Michelle.
Hi, I did not think I would be sitting here right now. I thought I'd be first boot, basically because of who I am, and I didn't know how many of you would know who I am. I've been a Survivor fan for 22 years, and I've watched every episode of every season, and I also run the Australian Survivor fan group on Facebook, and I thought someone will target me straight off. In online games, I'm usually targeted early and I'm out before merge, so I knew I'd have to bring my social game like it's never been brought before. So I basically formed friendships with everyone who I ever had in my tribe, made a strong relationship with Danny straight off, Christy and Sam. But I mean, we were such a close tribe. We loved being together anyway. And I just didn't believe I would be here. And I always tried with the social game, and then miraculously won a couple of immunities. And finding the immunity necklace, I didn't need it. I know I didn't need it because my name has literally, I think, been thrown out once. But I thought, well, I saw it there and I thought, well, I'll take it and just use it just in case. I'm very interested to hear your questions. And I'm just flabbergasted. I'm here.
All right. Thank you, Michelle. Now, each jury member will now get a chance to ask a question to one member of the final three. You'll stand up in front there and ask the question. Please be quick with your answers as possible though. And same with the questions, okay. So we're going from most recently voted out to earliest. Luke, you're up first. Take a stand in front of the final three.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Very
give them a glare. So tall.
Congratulations, guys. Very well done. I know all three of you have a fantastic story, but we're only allowed to ask one question to one person. My question is to you, Sam. I would say to you, out of the two girls on either side of you, if you had a vote, if you were on the jury, who would you vote for and why?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think I probably would have voted for... It's hard because I do respect both games. I think loyalty, probably Michelle. I think what Jazz did to get back into the game, though, I think I do respect that. But yeah, I think the moves that we made together, I could see what that looked like, and so I probably would vote Michelle.
That's it. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Best of luck.
Thank you, Luke. Alrighty, Ethan.
Michelle, Survivor's a pretty difficult game, and within the social contrast of the game, a hierarchy is generally established. Where do you think you were at kind of the start, middle, and end of a hierarchy within your alliance?
At the start, equal top. But then you realise that might be putting a target on your back. So sometimes I let someone else take the lead, because then they would be targeted if they had gone after someone else. And that's just my strategy. You don't always be the one who others can look at, oh, she's gone after me. You sort of do it surreptitiously. You put little ideas in people's heads, but you don't go out and say, oh, look, I'm voting for this person. Yeah, so I'm usually like equal or second, but I did that on purpose.
Great. Well, good luck to all of you, and I wish you all the best. Thanks, guys.
Alrighty, Maddie.
Hi all. Congratulations on making the final three. It's been such a privilege to play with you all, and I feel that I've never been this undecided. After your pitches, I thought I knew who I was voting for coming in, but I'm a little bit split. And so my question will be to you, Michelle, only because I worked directly with Sam and Jazz. I'm interested to know, because we didn't have the opportunity to work together, what was your biggest move that you made in the game?
I knew this was coming.
and I'm just interested to hear, so I can understand your game a little bit.
I didn't make any moves by myself. We made them as a group. So I knew this question was coming, and that it would be like Sam and I, basically nearly every vote we did the same. And when Danny was in, every vote of ours was the same. So, I mean, we didn't really blindside anyone, really. I mean, we just voted out. We had an order that we sort of wanted to do. And if they didn't go one time, then we went for them the next time. And, I mean, Ethan was one of those. We kept having Ethan up, and then he didn't go, and then we'd have Ethan up, and then he didn't go. So the biggest thing was finally getting Ethan out. Yeah.
It was a very tricky task, because I think you had the most votes of any player. But yeah,
that's correct,
wonderful
actually.
answer. Yeah. And yeah, congratulations on an amazing game, all three of you.
Thanks. Right. Thank you, Matt. Shane.
Right. Well done, guys. Getting all the way through. Coming back in after being voted out, did you have a clear game plan for coming back in to try and connect with people, and did it change?
It didn't even actually cross my mind that I'd be the one getting back in, so I had not thought about it at all.
But when you were in?
When I came in, I looked and I basically watched people for a little bit and walked around making sure I was in everyone's group so I could get a feel for who was top dog, basically. Ben, Luke, Sam, Luke, to me, I could see that they had great social connections with everyone, and for me to get forward, I need to be more social, which was super easy with Sam because we straight away got along really well. So it was a matter of making sure that I could influence them to the degree, and we had a few deals and made sure I made deals with them that suited me to make sure I got further in the game as well, so I wasn't left behind or sitting on the jury.
Good answer.
All right. Thank you, Shane. Joseph.
guys. Congratulations. I think you've done a really great job. In my opinion, I think you've all had quite similar-ish social games, as that they were very good. I think my question is to Sam, and it's like two-parter. What do you think your worst mistake was in the game, and do you think your fellow Final Trouble Counties made any great mistakes either?
Yeah, cool. Big mistake. There surely is mistakes that I made in this game, but I feel like they were counteracted the next vote to project me to where I am today. Like I sort of said earlier, I was feeling very cautious going into the merge because I felt like I was losing a little bit of the grasp on the game. I felt like it was sort of like slipping away a little bit, whereas in before that I probably had people around me that I was very confident with. But when Jazz came along, I really felt like that was the missing piece to counteract some of the mistakes and some of the things I was letting slip through my fingers, and maybe some of the paranoia too. So yeah, I think the biggest one was being paranoid, and my tribe early on, I think, would have seen me. I was pretty paranoid. So yeah, I think that was probably my biggest mistake earlier on. In terms of, I mean, it's really hard. I think with Jazz, she was voted out of the game, and
By default.
Yeah, but something happened there in order for that to be the case, and so and then I think with Michelle, I think if she wanted to play a stronger game, she could have not been as connected to Luke and myself with some of the decisions that we were making. Yeah, so I think that, but like we're sitting here too, so it's hard to say that the mistakes weren't counteracted somehow. Yeah.
That's great. Thanks, Vance. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joseph. Christy.
This is exciting.
First time on the jury.
First time on the jury. Very exciting to ask a question. As you guys know, I've played before, and my whole game was based on who I voted for, and I was very proud to be responsible for every person that got voted out of the game. And I also didn't have any idols, advantages, rewards, anything like that. So my question is to Sam, how many times did you misplace your vote? Meaning, voted for somebody who didn't end up going home. And if you voted for somebody else, please explain why.
Yeah, that's a great question, and my memory isn't great. I might have to have a quick gaze. Well, obviously, like I didn't vote for you and Danny. Like that was, so that was bizarre circumstances. Oh, this is so tricky. I'm finding it really hard to remember, to be honest. I'm sorry.
So maybe just go down the line
yeah.
and say if you voted that person out.
Yes, I did vote John out. Yeah, wasn't on my tribe.
Yeah,
wouldn't have voted TK out. We were really tight at the start. Yeah, Liz, we weren't there. Marlene, yes, I voted Marlene. I voted Leah. Obviously didn't vote you guys. I voted Joseph. Now I can't remember what I did.
You did vote.
Did I vote Shane? Yeah. I voted Shane. I voted Matt. I voted Ethan, and I voted Luke. Yeah, and I think, yeah. I think only had one vote played against me as well in the game. Which,
awesome answer.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thanks, Christy. Danny.
Hi guys! My friend's Jazz, but I'm so excited to see two of my allies here at the end. I'm just so proud of you both, particularly knowing how much you would have had to scramble with the craziness that we had. I think my question will be for Michelle, and it was if you had to pick a completely different final three, who would it be? And why?
Okay, as much as I love you, Danny, our games are very similar. If you would have got to the end with me, it would have been like a fight to try and win against you. And I think you probably would have tried to vote out me at the end as well. Maybe, possibly. Ethan, you're one of them. And Lizzie.
You, Ethan, Lizzie.
Yeah.
Why?
I've heard Ethan rubbed a few people up the wrong way. Should win against that. and Lizzie went, out and didn't come back in. But even if she came back in, I think my social game was pretty strong compared to hers.
Thank you.
Thank you, James. Leah.
I think my question is for Sam, because you did say that you think that yourself and Michelle had like almost an identical game. So I kind of want to know what deviated your game and why you think then your game was that much, like just that little smidge stronger. So why you think you should deserve to win over Michelle?
Yeah, I don't think it was identical. If I use that word, I probably didn't mean to. I think it was intertwined. Yeah. And I think we relied on each other a lot and the information we were both getting. And so I think that was important for us both to be here today. I can't deny that. You benefited, I benefited. It was actually really good. Sorry, what was the second part?
Yeah, it was because you guys had like a similar game and you both voted the same way. So I figured like what makes you stand above? Like what did you do that Michelle might not have done, or what did you pull that puts you above?
I don't know why, but everyone was coming to me to ask for my opinion on what to do next. And I feel like I did get that a little bit. And whether we went with it, that might not have happened. But I felt like people were actually really interested to what I had to say and how that aligned with their game. Yeah, I think people thought that I was a pivotal part of them and the way that they were playing. Yeah.
Cool, thank you.
Thanks, Leah.
Thanks, Leah. Merlene.
Hi guys, well done. My question is to Jazz, my OG girl. I'd like to hear one thing that you did pre-merge and one thing that you did post-merge that you're sort of most proud of. And it might be the fact that you didn't make a move rather than did, but a decision that you made pre-merge and one that you made post-merge that you think were pivotal in your game.
So pre-merge, you and I switched the vote at the last second, literally, from Christy to Lizzie. We did that because we had the intention of the next move voting out one of the boys, because that was going to benefit our game. So we planned on doing that, but the boys were adamant on getting Christy out, but we felt she was more aligned with us and that she'd have that little bit of sway on the Katoomba tribe. So by doing what was right with her, put us in good favour with them as well, and saw that. But little did we know that you weren't that popular over there, Christy. They were ready to go. Post merge, the best thing I did, I've said it already, I realigned myself and used my social game and made sure I got to know people and aligned myself with strong people and made sure I spoke to Matt and Ethan on every vote. I spoke to Sam and Luke on pretty much every vote and knew where everyone's head was at. Obviously the paranoia snuck in at some times, but I knew what was happening the majority of the time. Every vote pretty much, apart from the ones that weren't on my tribe, I knew about.
Great. Good answer.
Thank you, Merlene. Lizzie.
Congratulations to all three of you. My question is to Sam, and it's how did you manage, like socially and strategically, to stay under the radar for so long? Because you said you only had one vote cast against you this whole time.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, like I was baffled because I thought that I really did stick my head up a few times when I shouldn't have, and I thought that was dangerous. So I tried to retreat a little bit after I did that, and I think that I did that a few times of just like and then pulling back, and then when it got pretty much to the Joseph vote, I could see the way to the end and how it could play out, and I think that that's sort of how it happened.
Thank you, Lizzie. TK.
Love this game, Survivor. I'm glad to be on the first season. One of the things that I really love about the show is the strategy and about how you make sure you've got a good start to the game, a good mid game, and a good late game. And if I'm being completely honest, Sam, you had my vote and you've lost it. And you lost it when you were asked at Tribal Council, how are you setting up your end game? So for you to earn it back, you have to explain to me clearly and concisely why your end game is the one I should vote for. It was like final 6 or final 7.
Yeah.
You were asked about combinations, and you gave the answer of, I don't know, I haven't put too much thought into that. So what did you actually do to ensure that you had the best end game?
Yeah, I would say that that was a point I didn't want to poke my head up. So I really did have to hide then under a put together answer of not saying much. Because I think, like I've said with Jazz, she was really the missing piece in order to get the information from the other side that I had no connection with apart from the breakfast earlier on. And so I think from that point, when in our conversations, I was like, okay, I can let this person go if next time this is the person that goes. And we bounced a lot with that. And I think if you see the end of the game from that point in which you're talking about the final 6, they're the people who, and obviously you have to see the confessionals, but who I was gunning for the whole time. Because I knew that, so if I can talk about it now, I knew that Luke would be tough to beat. I knew that that was going to be really tricky for me because our games were so connected. Ethan can talk and be super persuasive. Like, he was even saying stuff to me here and I was like, oh, but I was like, what am I doing? Why am I even considering that? And I was really, Matt, from early on in the game, I was actually really scared of him because of how nice and gentle he was towards our conversations. And I was like, people love him, like, he's so good, you know? And so I think if we look back at just those 3 votes that you're talking about, I think they were very intentional of me to be able to be here today. Thanks.
Thanks, TK. Amanda.
Cool, guys. Question for Sam. Out of all these people that have gone out in your tribe, that you're a part of, you had each and every opportunity to vote out Christy, being a massive threat.
Yeah.
Why the heck what was the thought process with each and every vote to not vote Christy?
Yeah, I think with Christy in particular, we did chat a lot at the start, and so I was like, until the merge, it's going to be okay, because, well, that was my thought. Obviously, we weren't to know that we were going to be split up. We weren't to know that I had no idea of what was happening on the other side, but I knew as soon as we came back together, I couldn't trust her. I knew that was I knew it, because I knew that she knew exactly what she was doing, because she remained so strong. She was in that tribe still. What, they were down to, was it 3? Yeah, 3 people, and she made it from the bottom to there. And I'm like, there is no way that she is coming any further than she needs to. And I was very willing to, as soon as we had the opportunity, to cut her, because I think the 4 of us with Luke and Danny were probably the 4 that I was like most close to, with Christy is probably number 5.
Thank you, Amanda. John, last but not least.
I get the last laugh. Alright, well, I would say this. Congratulations to all 3 of you for making it to the final 3. This is probably, you managed to do something that all of us wanted to do, but you've managed to do it, so either way, you should all be proud of yourselves. I'd like to ask all 3 of you questions, however, the rules are I can only ask 1, because I do believe all of you guys do have a lot to say. Now, Sam, I did want to ask you something, but I think you have explained enough, so I think I'm going to leave it at that and transfer to Michelle. Now, Michelle, I'm impressed with I got to know a bit of your game in the end, and I had a lot of strategic questions to ask you, but I think you've pretty much answered all of that, but I need to ask one question in regard to your jury speech, without trying to sound so salty. You do say in your jury speech in the beginning that, you know, you've made orgs, you've played orgs, and then you're the person who creates all those fan pages, and you believed you were going to be a target for that.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, you weren't, and you managed to get yourself to the end, and you should be proud of yourself for that. But and you always said, like, you always felt unlucky when playing those kind of games because the cards were never in your favor. Now, if I may also ask, in regards to what you said, but for someone who's been in the same shoes as you before, but then you obviously didn't want to be an early boot or a first boot, but you had to punish someone out of all people that didn't want to be in your shoes or didn't want to walk the same boot again. Tell me, why was that worth it, or what was so part? And when I did beg you on that day, just don't let me be that person. I want a chance. And the fact is that people knew about me. I don't feel like I got the chance to do anything, and I don't. So
I
please explain
was
to me.
against your vote. I didn't want you to go. Problem is, I had a lot of people with me who were going to vote for you, and there was no way you were going to be staying. Even if I got you and maybe one other person or two other people, they weren't going to change their vote. I really didn't want you to go, and I'm saying that truthfully. And I felt very sad when you went, because I didn't want you to be first boot.
Okay, so you weren't the one behind the scenes
No,
who did it.
I didn't orchestrate for you to go.
Who was it, if you don't mind me asking? Alright, it's all good, now let it go.
Alright, sit down.
Well,
Thank you,
once
John.
again, well done, good luck, and may the best player win.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for the questions. I hope you have all the information you need, because for the last time, it is time to vote. John Tan, you're up first. You're voting for a winner, obviously.
Yes. I guess a good player deserves to win the game, so I think it's probably you that deserved it out of all people. Congratulations, Michelle, well done.
You were out of the game for so long and missed out so many key moments of socialising, and it was such a fast-paced game, and you held your own and your name barely got thrown around. I'm very impressed. I hope you win, Jez.
There's not many people in this world who get the chance to become the sole survivor from a vote of a sole survivor, and I am very honoured to be voting for you. I think you played a fantastic game and did an even better job at Final Tribal Council. So my vote's going for Sam.
Well done, Michelle. I think you and Sam had very similar games, but I think you just outplayed, outlasted, and outwitted just a little bit better than he did. Good luck. Well done.
The reason I'm giving you my vote is because you kind of took charge the entire time, and you just played in the best position at almost every point of the game. You played smart. Your votes actually went to people who got voted out.
I'm going to vote for Sam. I think he's played a pretty good game. Him and I played, as he said, quite intertwined. So yeah, Sam's got my vote. I think he will probably have most other people's votes, but looking forward to see how it pans out.
Alright. First and foremost, thank you everyone for playing, signing up. This process has obviously taken months, a lot of money, a lot of hard work behind it. Just firstly, straight up, shout out to all. Everyone here is a volunteer. So, I can't go through everyone, but obviously Maddie and Byron were a big part in making this happen, so shout outs to them as well. And you guys for playing and signing up and being the best 16 that we could really hope for. So it's awesome, and I hope that you guys come back and can help out and in future seasons, maybe come crew, and who knows, maybe if this can keep going like some of the other fan-made series is going, and we get a bigger budget, we can make this bigger and better. I can make less host mistakes. Yeah, probably play closer to Sydney as well, although I know that we've got Shane and Jazz and Ethan all from up here. Thank you as well, Shane, for last notice. 12-hour turnaround. But yeah, just thank you so much, and it's been awesome, and hopefully we can keep this going. Yeah.
Yeah, good job.
Good stuff. Alrighty, and for the last time, I will go and tally the votes. Good luck, guys. Right, it's been a very long season, but I'm going to back and read this back in Australian. Oh, I'm not read it. Shut up then. Alrighty, remember that you want to see your name being sleek. Alrighty, without further ado, I will read the votes to win and crown the first winner of Sydney Survivor. First vote, Jazz. 1 vote, Jazz. Second vote, Jazz. That's 2 votes, Jazz. Third vote, Jazz. That's 3 votes, Jazz. Fourth vote, Sam. That's 3 votes, Jazz. 1 vote, Sam. Fifth vote, Sam. 3 votes, Jazz. 2 votes, Sam. Sixth vote, Sam. 3 votes, Jazz. 3 votes, Sam. Michelle. 3 votes, Jazz. 3 votes, Sam. 1 vote, Michelle. 8th vote, Michelle. 3 votes, Jazz. 3 votes, Sam. 2 votes, Michelle. 9th vote, Michelle. 3 votes, Jazz. 3 votes, Sam. 3 votes, Michelle. 10th vote, Sam. 4 votes, Sam. 3 votes, Jazz. 3 votes, Michelle. Went for 11? Yeah. 11th vote, Jazz. Come on. 4 votes, Jazz. 4 votes, Sam. 3 votes, Michelle. Sam. 5 votes, Sam. 4 votes, Jazz. 3 votes, Michelle. The winner of the first season is
Oh my gosh. The heck?
Lisa Jazz, you came back from whatever the place was up there.
Start of the game, I said a blue person would win. I'm a man of my word.
for Jazz to win. I voted her once when I didn't want to vote her, so now I'm going to vote her when I want to vote her. I think that she has such an amazing comeback story, and she just peaked at the right time. And
this was so hard for me, but I think your endgame was stronger. Congratulations.
You played a great game, didn't need any help to get to where you were. Well done, mate.
Michelle, I really hope you win. I have never been more undecided when it's come to a final three. I was still undecided until the very final question, but I loved your style of play. I love the way that you manage your threat level. Even though we didn't work together, I have so much respect for the way you played, and I really hope you win. Congratulations.
Sam.
You say life is a dream where we can't say
What a game, what a host, what a cast. I have to say, this has been, I may be biased, but one of the best in real life game casts ever. So many personalities.
Stay seated, please. I'm just going to do a little wrap up.
So many people that should be cast on the real show. Eli ran it all so well, considering it was so cold. It was just an amazing day, an amazing experience. Thank you, Eli, for putting it on. Thank you for accepting me, and thanks everybody for the experience.
Maybe life is a song, but you're scared to sing.
Yeah, I can't believe that, I'm the sole survivor of Sydney Survivor. It's actually insane. I love Survivor so much, and I'm a massive fan. What these guys actually don't know about me too is that I've actually hosted and run Brisbane Survivor that hasn't been released yet. So it's a bit crazy. But I'm just so grateful. It's been an amazing experience, and these guys are actually awesome. It's been such an incredible cast. The crew have done an amazing job, and I'm just so privileged to be the sole survivor this season. Thank you. Awesome.
That you're free in a dark and storming sea.
Just before this is not another bombshell, but just before we take this photo and pretty much everyone sort of fronts off to the pub, I'd really like to thank Eli. He has done an exceptional job. This is one of the most authentic Survivor experiences I've seen outside of the game. The crew was so legit, the way they would interview you, and so thank you so much for your time and enabling us to play this amazing game.
And you should have seen your faces when I introduced Chris.
You'll die like you're afraid to go. It's time to let go.
Apply for Sydney Survivor Season 2 2023. That's a wrap.
It's time to cut ties that won't ever free our minds from the chains and shackles that they're in. From the chains and shackles that they're in. Is a dream, 'cause we're all walking in our sleep. You can see us stand in lines like we're dead upon our feet. And we build our house of cards, and then we wait for it to fall. And always forget how strange it is just to be alive at all.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've reached the thrilling conclusion of Sydney Survivor Season 1. It's been an incredible journey with memorable moments, but fear not, we are far from done. I'm excited to announce that Sydney Survivor will be coming back for Sydney Survivor Season 2. With a brand new production, a brand new location, and something that will make your Survivor loving hearts be filled. A 2-day game, held over a weekend. But wait, there's more. Season 2 brings a brand new theme. 2 tribes will clash and players' strategies will be tested like never before. Now you're probably wondering, what's this new theme? Is it Gen X versus Millennials? Blood versus Water? Is it men versus women? I guarantee you, this new theme and the twists that will come into this season will keep you on the edge of your seats. So get ready. Sydney Survivor Season 2 is filming this year and is coming out in 2024. We'll see you there.